Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. So today, this is another part of my series of short stories, things that have happened that are sometimes funny, sometimes not. It's just little short stories and things that have actually gone on in my little time here on the planet. So let's go into, I want to talk about another time when it was a situation about an invitation, a party invitation. I did one already, an episode about a party invitation, but this was real interesting too. This is, again, just when you thought you had seen and heard it all. Okay, and I'll try to wrap it up as quickly and give you all the information that I can. Okay, so I have a cousin, and she's a cousin. She's like maybe, third or fourth down the line. It's a cousin. It's not no distant relative or anything like that. She's my cousin. And it was kind of a weird thing because she is basically the best friend of my best friend. And I know that's kind of strange how you actually have a best friend, but you're not their best friend. It's weird. But my best friend is actually my cousin's best friend. It's weird, but that's just the way it is. They're both, my best friend's like 10 years older than me. So whenever I ended up coming along, she already had a best friend. So it's never been an issue because I basically call her my sister anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. And she has passed on, but I always called her my sister, but that was my girl. But anyway, so she's my best friend. My cousin happened to be her best friend. So I hope y'all understand that. It always worked for us. We didn't get all into it. Boom. It was what it was. So at any rate, so here we were hanging out. We were doing a lot of hanging out, going to a lot of like cabarets and parties and all this stuff. And we were doing this constantly. Well, it just so happened like like I said, we were really hanging. Here, my sister, best friend, says, okay, well, this other girl, we're going to leave her nameless, who's the cousin, she wants to borrow, she's having a party, and she wants me to get this list. Now, I always had a lot of music, so I'm into music, I love it. She had a whole list of songs and albums and things that she wanted to borrow for this party. So I'm not one big on letting out my music, but my sister basically knew I would lend the music to her. And so did the cousin. She knew I would lend the music to the sister. So I'm saying, okay. So she's going on with this whole list. I mean, there had to be about 20 different albums on there that she wanted. So the sister says, she says, but let me tell you, I wasn't supposed to tell you that you're not invited to the party. Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? That's one of them things when you literally think that you have heard it all. Where do you find a bitch that is bold enough to send someone else to borrow your music for a party that you're not invited to and feel all right about that? Because that bitch felt all right about that. To this day, and I'm 42. This had to be, I was still living at home and just getting to I was 21. So literally, we're talking about over 20 years ago. This girl has no idea that I even know that whole thing even transpired. Though I don't fuck with her. I don't fool with her. It's just, it is what it is. We're cousins. We're going to be cousins. There was never a fallout about it. It was just one of those really strange things. To this day, my sister has passed on. My cousin basically doesn't know that I even know that was even her request and that it went I just thought that was so fucking shady. And to this day, still smiles in my face. Hey, cuz, so forth and so on, so on. Hanging out all the time, damn near every other weekend. Going out to party together. You're not good enough to come to my party, but I need to borrow your music for my party. and feeling real comfortable with that, knowing the friendship that we had. That, or maybe she didn't really realize the friendship that me and my sister had. But I don't know. I guess you could say my sister kind of did betray their friendship a little bit. But again, she was kind of put in a position of like, okay, I did ask, but I gave you all the information. You all know that they didn't play any of those motherfucking songs at the party. Because those songs were still on Sheffield, honey. They were still at my house. You know, I don't know how she ever explained not having that music, but however, not my issue. She'd have passed on, but I know my cousin always kept, 20 years later, still, hey, cousin, and I just look at her and I'm like, sorry, motherfucker. You know, and I just look, just when you thought you'd seen it all. But anyway, I was just going to share that. As again, one of those times you say, where the hell did people's head be? And how is it that they function that way in their head and think that they're okay? Grinning and smiling with motherfuckers that you don't really care for whatever your reasons are. My thing is, what you think about me is not my business. You don't have to like me. If you don't want to like me, I'm not going to try to make you like me. But my issue is, if you don't care for me, why in the fuck are you around me? Because trust me, I've never been one to want to be friends with people and try to throw myself at people. Why is it that you will throw yourself at a person knowing that you don't care for them? Never could explain it. 42 years into this, cannot explain it. Something wrong with them motherfuckers. Something wrong. And family members. That's the cute part. Her and I are family members, and we're going to always be family members, no matter what. If the best friend, and if she never existed, me and that bitch are going to be cousins till the day we both die. Till the day that we both die. Literally, and like I said, we are pretty close relatives. I think my grandmother and her mother are like second or third cousins. So it's not even a play cousin or anything like that. You can't get rid of me. I can't get rid of you. What is all that bullshit? Either deal or don't. But whatever. I'm not going to get real deep with it. But I just wanted to share that one with y'all. Have you ever heard of such bullshit? Leave your comments down the bottom. Love to hear what you guys are thinking. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys know how that works. But I just wanted to share that short story. We ran about 7. Well, a little over 7. But right about 7 minutes or so. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening, and I will be back with another episode of one of these little short stories that I do. All right, guys, later. Bye-bye.